5:32 now. And first this morning, cleanup continues in western New York after Saturday's storm. Thousands are still without power, with some not expected to see it back on until late tonight or even tomorrow. When it comes to getting back to normal, Governor Kathy Hochul was in town yesterday to outline the next step. And our Liz Lewin has those updates for us this morning.
Cleanup efforts are still underway across western New York after high winds caused significant power outages, flooding, and damage in many areas over the weekend, especially along the water. Governor Kathy Hochul stopped by Hoke's along Route 5 in Hamburg on Sunday to update people on where things stand.
I have walked the streets of Hoover Beach countless times. And again, to see the people who've become my friends devastated once again, 3 years in a row.
Hochul offered her heartfelt thanks and appreciation to first responders, many of whom are still putting in extra hours to help assess damage done, in part due to those 70-plus mile-per-hour winds in some areas. A Western New Yorker herself, Hochul is all too familiar with the impact storms have on communities like Hamburg, which is why state and local resources will continue to go toward building barriers and other protective measures against Mother Nature.
Here on the waterfront, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, we always get hit so hard. And that is why we're going to continue building back resiliency, having to build projects that'll withstand Mother Nature to the extent possible, to give hope to these communities that have been so battered every time there's a major storm.
Moving into the week, restoring power remains a priority.
Right now, the main problem is power outages. Nearly 100,000 homes lost power during the height of this.
Companies like National Grid and NYSEG are still working hard to restore those outages. In fact, Hochul says 8,300 workers are still working around the clock. If you or someone you know are still without power, please contact your provider as soon as possible. And remember, do not approach downed lines. It's safe to assume they are still live. Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.
All right, thank you, Liz. And this morning, there are still thousands without power across western New York after those winds battered us on Saturday. According to NYSEG, there are more than 1,300 customers across western New York still without power. National Grid reporting more than 11,000 outages. That includes more than 1,000 in Genesee County that were just reported in the last half hour. And we want your help in telling the weather story. From crashing waves to bending trees, your photos and videos help show what's happened in every corner of western New York. You can always share your photos and videos with us on social media using the hashtag #BeOn2 and text it to us at 716-849-2220 or use our Near Me feature on our app.